I've reached a point in my life where I believe I have some lived experiences and I have stories to tell, and so do my friends. So we've decided to come together and bring to you Becoming a Bad Girl. I am Nana and recently started referring to myself as Bad Girl Nasco purely because I have observed certain things around my personality and around the way I live my life that is slightly unconventional and maybe non-conformist, but in a good way, hence why it's called Bad Girl. I've teamed up with two of my friends, two amazing, beautiful women who are experienced journalists because I need the professionalism to deliver this as best as I can. I'm a sociologist by training. I have had work experiences in different things. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and most especially, I'm proud of being a Nigerian and also a British woman. In each episode, we're going to be sharing about our lives, and also we're going to be talking about nature, about the nature of a woman and the nature of a woman in her environment. We will dabble into politics. We will dabble into pop culture. We'll dabble into art. We'll dabble into child rearing. We'll dabble into being a woman, what it is to be a woman now, with this at this age and with this understanding that we have, and how our ways have shaped us and molded us into the women we have become. Our very first episode was recorded on Mother's Day because we felt like it was the right. So by Mother's Day, I mean Mothering Sunday, which is one of the first celebrations of womanhood of the year, and which also, to my belief, the earth starts at that time of the year. Spring is the start of the physical earth. So we would record via a conferencing app. So what you would see initially would be us in 3 different locations because we don't live in the same physical space. But thanks to technology, we can do that. We can talk, we can chat, and we will share our lives with you. So I think what we're doing, or I believe what we're doing, is getting people into our group chat. It's everybody that I know has a group chat. And we know in the general group chat, there's always a side group chat. This is what we do in the group chat that we finally decided to, hey, why don't we just bring this out and share it with the world? And like every group chat, it took us ages, actually, my fault. It took me ages to work on how to schedule a meeting, get everybody together, send reminders. It took me ages to get my act together, to do the recording and put it out there. So I'm taking full responsibility. And in the future, if there are any glitches, I also take full responsibility in advance. I'm not promising that there's going to be glitches, but I'm just saying I'll be responsible for the tech side of things. And if you know me, I'm not good with tech at all. I am quite whatever. I'm not good with tech. So here goes. I'm going to challenge myself and do better with tech and with handling the media side of things and getting the meetings together, editing and bringing it out to you. Thank you very much. And here is our first episode, which we talk about feminism. Sunday.
It's a mothering Sunday. Hey, girls, come on. Let's
Hey.
mothering and not the other sound.
So this is like the first Mother's Day in like a series of Mother's Day, right?
In a series of Bhad Gyal days.
series of Mother's Day. There's like 10 Mother's Day that I know of in every year.
And that's what makes the men jealous. They are like, how can we only have Mother's Day every other month? They cannot understand the rationale. And yet not one for Father's Day.
Exactly. My dad sent me a video recently about there was some small girl talking about how women are always celebrated, and then the men don't even get to be celebrated. Don't forget that the men are the ones that go out there to get food. No, they're the ones that make sure that there's shelter. I say immediately I now sent him a message. I say, Baba, we love you. I will tell you.
That is diplomacy. The escalation of any conflict ahead of time, pinpoint.
You get it. Back and straight, Kawai. Baba, we love you. We cherish you. We like you around us.
There's no one like you.
Don't mind him. When we were growing up, he was tough on us. So, me especially. I was the stubborn one. The one that used to ban. The one that used to kunche TV to fix.
Oh, you had the engineering skills.
Yes, as a child I had. I don't know what happened along the way. I don't know what happened along the way, but you could loosen TV, radio, and fix it right, too. And then they will beat me on top of it again.
But I think that's part of a child who is inquisitive and curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I won't find it funny, Sha, if these ones are doing it here.
Even me, I will not find it funny if any of my kids
like that, and I found it very funny and hilarious, and encouraged her and supported her in all of it.
But I used to do it too. Wallahi, I'll listen to
support. Tamper with it, destroy it.
It's funny how somehow whatever I try to fixes. It gets fixed. I don't know how it works. I don't know.
So I guess you're able to now just know all the things that you did and then do it in reverse.
So once in a while it doesn't work, that's when they beat me. I used to be hard on us. So the belala, the cane, the belt. Soldier man, you can imagine. Growing up with soldier man.
I don't feel sorry for you right now. Like, I don't want to be in your shoes. For this one, I refuse to be in your shoes.
You know those kids that used to run away when your dad comes, you hear the honk, you quickly run to your room and go and hide. Or you want to watch TV, you have to hide behind the long 3-seater, and then you'll be picking to see what's happening on TV, that kind. It took us a long time to be able to have a normal conversation with our dad, though.
And then the wonder why children do not celebrate Father's Day. They don't understand that the correlation between the very forceful, powerful leadership, manly approach to how they terrorize kids in terms of, we are your father, you must respect us, you see us with fear. And then they withdraw.
Exactly, that's it.
You set the tone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's what. But then again, today is not about men. It's about women. See how
really? Oh, really?
It's a Mothering Sunday thing.
This is what you forgot. Period, right?
Period.
That's how they do it.
Period.
We're talking about women. Period. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like this. Period.
Meanwhile, that thing about, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Feminism. Feminism. Yes, that thing. You know, in my own mind, I assume that because I am who I am, the way I am, it makes me a feminist. Being vocal about being a woman and all the things that entails being a woman. Until Auntie now added, what did you add? Tell me the things you know.
How she likes to be pampered, right?
I like being pampered.
I love being pampered. Then you're not a feminist, my dear.
You're
just a vocal, passionate woman. You're not a feminist. Feminist, you don't want any man to open the door for you now.
No, I think the fact that they hijacked it and feel that is their ownership, that makes them more women than me. That's where I've got a problem. Because I'm every woman. It's all in me.
In me, yo, man. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Forget it. Oh, oh.
I know, bro.
Whitney had an anthem for us there.
That was a good song.
Please, me and feminism don't come along, I beg.
I honestly, because I look at it in terms of how I live my life, having doing my thing as a woman, like how my idea of what a woman is and what a married woman is as well. Because I even sometimes would tell the husband that he's a feminist as well, because he, in my mind, those ideas, how I defined it were things that I was seeing in my life and in my life. So I was like, okay, yeah, so that's it. But then I started reading other things differently, things that I've read before that sometimes something clicks and then you just see, okay, so there is a difference to it that I was blind to until now. But one thing that I feel is also that was not removed from the feminism that I didn't think I was, is a sense of community or coming together. I think there's that coming together of women. Abby?
So the coming together of women is good. Yes, the more women voices is fantastic. The thing with me, I feel, was that somewhere a hijack happened to what it means to bring women together with the essence of fighting for what women should have in terms of like equality. So equality in this context is not that you want to replace a man. You ain't doing it. You don't have the capacity to replace a man. You cannot replace a man. A man has own design from alone. It tells you he's distinct from you. From the way his brain is wired alone, it shows how he processes things slightly different from you, but it is still significant enough to know that the way they see things, the way they analyze things, the way they consume information is totally different from you. And then when you think about it, the roles are also the nature of the gender. Remember, gender is not so much about the sex. Gender is so much
societal construct. Yeah.
Yeah, 7:30.
You get it. So the problem I think I had was the fact that they wanted to kill chivalry, because I think there was a point where the nature of chivalry itself, I don't think it's because they were I don't want to accept in totality that the idea that women were so helpless and so chivalry was born. No, I think the idea of chivalry was that it is a way to honor, to respect a woman, to be a protection for a woman in a world where the imbalance between financial independence, financial security, protection from other, dangerous men with an evil mindset. And remember, the era was different from this era. Now, with this era, right, a digital technology has become a lever for everybody. So now all of us, they feel say we can flex. If we push all of us back to the caveman era, my God, you will pray that a man remains a man as he is. You will not function. You will not say, I'm in the sense of, did I ask you for me?
How will I go and hunt? How will I go and hunt? How?
Exactly. So we must not lose sight of that genetic, scientific engineering of a human man.
Yeah.
It's what it is. Yes. But at the same time, we're not saying that the men should not think they can trample on a woman, right?
Yeah.
We say you should be abusive to them, that is condoned. No, we will not tolerate that. So we're also talking about equity, which is about fairness and justice and opportunity to everybody, so that there's not a case where somebody's door is closed because of your sex. Yeah. So there should be no denial to anybody when it comes to everything in life.
And then I think there's also that misunderstanding that happens a lot of the time. Like when I used to do like gender related stuff and work in like certain spaces, there was always that misconception of a man being above a woman. There's always a discussion, but I'm like, you need to look at, when you say a man and a woman, there's a man and a woman as just normal man and woman. Then there's man and woman in some kind of contractual relationship. So like in religious settings, for example. So I would use my religion, my faith as a Christian, where when you come together to marry, there are certain conditions that a man has to meet and a woman has to meet. That does not mean that is the relationship with you and another man that is random, that you're not in a marital contract with. So, like, it's expected that a man should love his wife, yeah? And then the woman is expected to submit to her husband. So,
yeah,
I always come across people who feel like, because I'm a woman, I need to listen to the
zip
men.
up.
But it's for me, I think it's entirely on it's not right. It's not, I think it's not even like it's a deliberate thing to just keep women quiet, to misquote certain things and just completely just do it in the favor of the dangerous people who it favors. That's how I see it anyway, because we're all
So that's why you tend to revolt. So that's why you tend to revolt.
It's not normal. Correct. It's not normal. No human wants to be subjugated. No. Why did you think we removed the transatlantic slavery? Because it's not a proper thing to do to anybody to want to subjugate somebody and tell them you're subhuman. You're lower than me. Who are you to say that?
No, we're all created equal, and the conditions as well and it's also up to you if you choose to get into a marriage with someone. It's also up to you as a woman or as a man. Okay,
absolutely,
I want to do that, and then these are the things. If you're getting married,
are you there? Can you see hear us?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're here.
Yes, I was saying, in these certain cultures, then you adhere to what the roles that are defined in those cultures. But it's not just any random person that you come and say, oh, because you are Ingi, then that makes you Oga above me. Which brings me to this.
So Nana will say you're a liberal feminist.
So liberal feminist. So
like a right. Is it a left-leaning one then, or a right-leaning, or a
No, you're all about illegal equality, right?
Yeah, I'm all about and then just some men just throwing tantrums and just feeling justified because you're a man. You get what I'm saying?
Because the cultural conditioning, the cultural and social conditioning.
It is. Aisha, you haven't said anything
about feminism.
You've only meant why you used to make electronics.
Initially, growing up, I used to feel like, oh, I would love to do things for myself and everything. But over the years now, I feel like I want to be pampered. I don't know if I'll call it. I want to be pampered. Considering the fact that I may just, if I get some rich husband, I'll just marry and resign from my work. And then the guy just opens a big shop for me. I don't know what kind of feminist I am, if I'm a feminist or I'm not. But I just want someone that will, tell me, oh girl, is your passport still valid? No, it's not. Oh, well, let's go renew the passport. And we're going for holiday. Just open shop for me. I'll be housewife. Kept woman, but I'll have a shop, Shad. I'll go and be watching my Telemundo. And then when Nana comes to visit, I'll force her to buy some few clothes or shoes or bags from the shop. We'll eat granite, we'll gist.
Oh my goodness.
So, what's the opposite word for the feminism?
Because you're the complete opposite around all the things you just
I'm
mentioned.
tired of doing things for myself, my sister. I'm tired. My tire has patched. I'll have to look for mechanics. I open bonnet. Please come and put water for me. And I've refused to learn how to change tires. I don't know how to change tire. I don't know how to do these things. But I'm just tired. I feel like that's why me and feminism. It's possible that I'm misunderstanding the concept of feminism. Maybe I feel like those strong feminists are like anti-men, or they are promoting female superiority, disregarding, traditional, and to some extent, some scriptures, like in Islam. In Islam, there's that level. Even though they said a woman, they did not say total submissiveness, but they say that the man should be the one to cater to the woman. Do you get it? Like in Islam, even to breastfeed, but they give the woman so many levels of rights.
In a
woman,
marriage.
as a mother, yes, in a marriage, as a mother, you may choose not to even breastfeed your child, your newborn baby. You may choose not to breastfeed, and then it's left for the husband to get a wet nurse to take care of the baby. Do you get it? Or you may even choose to charge him to pay you to breastfeed your child. So it's not like the religion per se. The religions, they encourage submissiveness.
Yeah.
It's not like that. I think it's more of a traditional thing.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And then how will I even call it? People now use it to suit their own selfish reasons. But I feel this feminism, right? There's a thin line between being a feminist and being a non-feminist. What's the opposite of feminism?
Womanist.
Non-feminist. Eh?
Womanist.
Womanist. Okay.
Okay.
Let me be the womanist for now.
So
I said that I liked. It's not that you pick up the point that we cannot, a situation where an ideology, right, or a phenomenon or a movement is geared towards you hating another sex. I think that that misandry, we cannot. But it has filtered into the tracks and subtext and conversations of feminism, such that extreme form of just hating men for the sake of hating men, whether
You get
justified
it,
or
yes.
even
So
justified.
advocates for feminists don't really, they don't pass the message well. So a lot of
Correct.
us don't understand the concept of feminism. As much as we're educated, we don't really understand because there's a thin line between feminism and womanist.
Yeah. So
Feminism. There's a thin line between it. I think they should work harder to explain what the concept is to us so we understand it
I
better.
think
You know,
Because
I think that's now our work as well.
yes, because we also forget. Okay, go ahead, Nana. Go ahead.
Because there is someone I greatly admire, an author, Bell Hooks, who is a feminist, and because she's like probably the only known feminist I've taken my
Nana,
time. Hello?
yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So she's the only feminist I've taken my time to consume her work. And she is like, in her work, is like anti-sexism, anti-oppression, anti-sex exploitation. So my view has been from all the things we should talk. You get what I'm saying? So, but now seeing, okay, this is something worth exploring further. Because if what I assumed it was, then it's not a general belief. It's not what is generally taken as the norm, so to say. But then going back again, this is also Western. The term feels like it's Western, like it's not Abby, like
yes, I feel so. Yeah.
Because I would say my mom or my grandma, I always go back to my mom and my grandma as being womanist, feminist, because they nurtured my womanist.
Your womanist, yes.
Which word I want to use now?
Womanist, we understand that.
Yeah. So, and then to just be who I am, they still try to make me more like makeup, which I didn't do as a child because I was labeled a tomboy. But now,
like me too.
Yes, and a few other people we know.
3 tomboys. You people are finished. 3 tomboys. Imagine that 3 tomboys are the one having this conversation.
Are you
Do you
serious?
know
You grew up as a tomboy as well.
Recovery.
I used to be the tree climber in my house, so I could
you
climb
too?
all the trees. Yeah.
Brutal.
I left university with only, I think, three pairs of traditional wears. There was one ice cream material.
I remember
one batik. And yes, that ice cream material, one lace, and one lace on and one batik. They were the only 3 traditional outfits coming from the north. I was always in my jeans, Jeans and t-shirts, and those fella tops saved our lives in Unimid years ago.
Imagine.
Fella
Imagine.
tops.
I combine tree climbing. I combine it with jumping.
Go and buy for us sour.
Okay, I'll buy for you. All right. Sorry.
The
It's
stakeholders.
salad period.
Stakeholders.
What are you saying? Stakeholder. I should go and buy them.
Accountable.
Sorry, you may get these interruptions along the way.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the men, the junior men in the house, he got Salah gift money earlier, and he brought them to me and said, Auntie, Mommy, I'm giving you this money. Make sure you do not spend it because I worked very hard for it. So this one is anti-woman because he feels like a woman. Because you're a woman, you spend all the money you get. What do we call them? Anti-woman. I worked hard for it. Make sure you don't spend it. Every second we come to count the money to make sure
Actually,
it's
that's good advice. That's good advice.
No, but he has every right to say that to me. I'm a spendthrift. Money does not stay in my hand.
Oh wow.
He has every right to complain. I'm bad.
Bad girl like you. That's what
I know.
Bad girl
We're
now.
talking about tomboys discussing feminism.
When you said you were climbing trees, I had to laugh because
I was a tree climber.
I climbed trees, I climbed story buildings. I was jumping from two-story.
That was it too for me.
And then I had the audacity to go into wells. You know the well, a normal well.
No way.
Yes, me.
No way.
You climbed the one.
Yes.
But did you end up breaking it?
That was hard enough. Did
you break any bones?
Did not give in, and I didn't. No, I didn't break any bones. It was fantastic.
I broke my wrist. I fell from a branch.
Because I learned it from National Geography channel, so National Geography channel. That I had the advantage of
making
watching
sure
it as far
back as that time.
Yeah, they had versions of it that time. Yeah. It's a long time ago. It's not today that. So that idea of National Geography started, where they will tell you how to perform on stunts, how to protect yourself with protective gears when you are engaging stunts. And I was an athlete as well. I mean, I was running marathon. I did my first marathon at 10-11. That was insane. So, and then I was doing long jump, high jump, javelin.
Oh, you were athletic. My goodness. Yeah. I used to dread when they will force me to go and do sprinting. Nana in FGC Meduguri. Hey!
So I have tomboy.
I liked the roughness, but I did not want the sports aspect of it till today. I don't like the sporty aspect of it.
No, I did everything. Threw shot puts, did long jumping, did
gymnastics. I did basketball. I did handball.
I was already riding bikes, power bikes, and all of that. I was crazy about things like that. Speed driving, give it to me. And then I was doing karate and wrestling, and I wanted to start jiu-jitsu, but somehow I was stopped from doing that. So yeah.
You were very adventurous.
No,
you were more adventurous than me.
The martial art, boxing, yes, but all those other ones, no.
I did a bit of table tennis in school, and then I did the handball. And handball.
I do handball.
Yes, I did handball. I was good with handball. It was my favorite sport growing up.
And I was the lead champion for my football team. I gathered all the football team together and created the first female football team in my area at the time.
Do you still do it?
I still play football today.
You should have a football team. Do you have a football team? Do you own one?
I should have, but I was at the height of where we were really going farther time. I mean, that was when we were prevented from it, became a threat to life. So one had to let go and made it more of personal fun and whenever I had the chance. Yeah, and then
I think football is quite nice. And I think it's something that we should explore. We should have a Bad Girls football team.
For your mind.
For girls or for boys? For bad little girls or for bad little boys? Which one?
No, the bad girls now. Bad girls. Bad
No, as in for
bad girls are
football team, for
tomboys.
girls or for boys?
for
The bad
boys.
girls are tomboys. No, the
Yeah.
bad girls that are tomboys.
Yes. That one. That one. And the girly girls. Because there are also girly girls who are athletic. They're also
Yes.
Yeah.
very athletic
There
as
are a
well.
lot of them. We see
Yeah.
them these days in Olympics. Some very
Oh,
cute. They're so feminine. Their body. They don't even
yeah,
want to build the muscles and everything.
Nah.
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, they're able to do that and then still compete at the top
I
of
don't know
their.
how they get their bodies in shape like that. No muscles. They still look very womanly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Remember, it's about coaching. Remember, it's about coaching. Back then, it used to be so masculine centered,
uh,
masculine way
uh,
of training, so that they would take it seriously because it was a male dominated sport. But
Yeah.
nowadays, there are female coaches who are like, nah, you can do body strengthening, muscle building. You don't need to be muscular looking, and you can still be as fire on the track. So that change is part of the feminism conversation that may have spurred all of that, right? To say, look, I still can be looking woman, all women, and still be athletic and up on
yeah,
the track doing magic. So
yeah.
I
I
think
think that's because I think now there's more research going into women's sports as well, which is good. And I think that's also from women coming out to say, hey, can you just do things differently? We're not all men. We don't, yeah. So I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I also think today has been a fabulous conversation. And I am
Status.
a
thinking,
conversation starter for the making starter conversation of the main conversation.
You get it. Yes, so
I'm looking at Tomboy as the title of the episode.
tomboy.
Tomboy convert.
Oh, not so feminist after all.
That's a good
Fantastic.
one. Not so feminist after all. Ooh, that's going to punch
Not
some
so
people.
feminist after all.
Oh, some people are going to faint with that title. They're like,
I'm
Bad
right.
Gyal, who are they?
Not so feminist after all.
Before we,
Wallahi.
before we go, what are we reading? Let's start with
Books.
Ejiro. What are you reading?
What else am I reading? If
What
not, if not, if not distortion, what else am I reading if not distortion?
Right, put it full screen now. Put it full screen.
Who's girls?
Correct.
I'm not reading any book at the moment. Oh, hey. I'm
So
here for Salah. Do you know what Salah means, man? Coming to Kaduna. You just eat, sleep, watch Telemundo, watch wrestling with Baba. Do you get it? Watch all the Jeuso, my newest crush. Uh-huh.
who is that? Who is that?
Jeuso, you know?
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what
He's a
you're talking
wrestler.
about.
He's a
I don't
wrestler
even.
with tattoo all over his body, eh?
It's the boys that will know that. Let me continue. Let me show you guys what I'm.
Uh-huh. So I'm actually not. I was reading a novel at home, but I can't even remember the title of the novel. To think I used to be the novel person in school.
This one didn't impress on you. These are
Mills and Boone,
the
James
content was
Hadley
not
Chase. I hated
impressive.
James, but I did not like James Hadley Chase growing up. I didn't like James
Why?
Hadley Chase, but I loved. Yes, I did not like it. I
Why?
loved growing up in secondary school. It was Mills and Bones, Pacesetters. What's the name of those ones? Ibru My Love. They were Pacesetters, no?
And then all
Yeah.
those best-selling novels as
All those
well.
Ibru My Love. Harley Quinn. I loved Harley Quinn. Then I grew up to liking sci-fi. I love CIA. I love the intelligence. I love the Dean Koontz. I love the Steven Spielberg. I love horror novels these days, thriller, horror, and I love
Well,
romance. I'm a
growing up,
romantic
you
at
have
heart.
enough horror in your life, eh? Growing
They're
up, I
in
wanted
and
more.
out.
I love love, but love is running away from me. But I love love.
We'll catch it.
Oh, catch it, oh, don't let it
Nana,
go.
find out Oyinbo love for me.
I'm on it.
Nana, assignment given to you. Make sure you deliver.
On it now. Emma, worry. Calm down. Don't worry. It's happening. Meanwhile, I was
When
showing
you
you
say don't worry, it's only mouth.
It's only mouth, so don't mind Nana. How many years down? The love has not been found. What are you holding?
Is that a book?
You're knitting.
No, I'm crocheting.
Crocheting.
That is like crochet work.
Oh, nice.
So now I'm learning crochet. And the crochet will be for a V-shaped pillow that I have. So, so I'm finding out that, because it took me a while to hold the crochet thingy.
Okay.
Needles now for knitting.
Yeah.
How'd you learn it? On YouTube?
No, because so I first of all I've always had the interest. I've always had hooks. So when sometimes I'll just like, okay, maybe I should start crocheting today. Maybe today. This has been like 5 years now that I've had hooks. I've not done crochet until last month. So now I am crocheting my first project, and it's quite smooth, quite addictive, more addictive than
anything. Ooh, interesting. I would never
I
use
used
the
to
word
crochet earlier. Growing up, I used to do it. Yeah, but I could only make those straight triangular things. I did not know how to make the shapes.
So you make the triangles and you form them into whatever you want to do, or the squares. And you can do a blouse, you can do a blanket, you can do anything. Yeah. So once you know how to do any shape, just make those shapes and stitch them.
Do you use the two spikes or just that one with the curved?
Yeah, that's the hook.
Yes, the hook, yes. Okay, you don't use the other one with the two sticks, but
that's the
there's
knitting.
one that
knitting
the knitting one. Okay, that's knitting. This crocheting. Okay.
That's crochet. So
I used to do
different.
crochet growing up. The one with the curve, the hook. Yes. I should
so
go back to it.
Yeah, and it's so easy. There are videos on YouTube. So I was saying, then one of my little family friends started doing crocheting last year. So I was like, maybe I should just go back to this thing. So I started and then she showed me a few things, and then voila. Then once you get the basics, you can now I have some books, and then there are some tutorials on YouTube, but it's not every tutorial that would really get you into it. But yeah.
And it must be therapeutic. You know, like it helps you, it calms you, no?
It is very, you are in your own world, you're lost.
Yeah.
Same with knitting.
See, she's doing it now. She's getting lost on us, so
I'm gone.
Both of you have already lost me and I've lost it.
No, we should get you to do it.
Our attention left us to go back to our crocheting. Quickly, but in a hurry.
Guilty as charged.
Forgive us. Forgive Nana and small me too.
I'm not holding it now.
Drop it.
I've left it.
So you're not reading any book?
Once caught in the act, you cannot escape.
I'm reading several books at the moment.
Which book?
Several books.
Okay.
Depending on my mood. So sometimes I'll pick one. So there is this Mahmoud Darwish, is a poet. So I find like I always go back to poetry. So even because and then sometimes I find myself hooked on a particular one that I'll just go back and I'm reflecting, and then I close it, and then something else comes back from it. So he's a Palestinian. He's late now, but he's a Palestinian poet, and his books are amazing. And then I've read Distortion, of course, and 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 one time you need to read Distortion.
Really?
If you have not read Distortion, you've not started.
I haven't read this. I'd look for it. Oh,
get you a copy.
Distortion. An e-copy or hard copy? I like hard copies.
Hard copy.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to read e-copies. E-books, no. Hard copies. I like to feel the book in my hand while I'm reading it.
You are the correct reader.
Yes.
You're a reader.
Hard cover, hold it and you're flipping through the pages.
What about when you're driving? Don't you like synchronizing So when you have the hard copy, and then there's because I'm still expecting an audio book from you, Madam.
I'm hoping I'll do that before I release part 2 of this portion. I hope I should be able to do that. It'd be nice if
how do you guys get that audio books? I wish I could roll my eyes. I would have rolled them at the moment. I can't roll my eyes to save my life. How do you guys do it? I cannot listen to audio. I listen to music, yes, but audiobooks don't make sense to me.
Really?
Yes, I lose
an audio link of a book that I did, an audio book dramatization of a book that I did. I will drop in our link, and you take a listen and then tell me whether you know what more of that.
Exactly. I think the reader, the narrator matters a lot.
Absolutely.
It does. It's
Nana, stop crocheting.
That's in the act. It takes one to know one.
Nana is a very naughty child. I know her. I knew her since she was wearing pint in FGC Meduguri from once. I know what she can do.
You said pint.
You and I was wearing pints. Commando.
Oh my gosh. Hopeless.
You guys, it's been amazing. It's been
we finally did it, Nana.
Hey,
after so many technical hitches from the technical director, you put time.
Guilty. I accept it. Technology has disowned me.
Nana, God.
So I'll need to do better. I need to do better. See me.
He called me at 12 noon. Says, Aisha, log in. I say, 12 noon. Should we be on by 12? Am I the one making mistake? I say, no. He said it has started. Join. I say, only for me to pull up the email. And I saw 2 o'clock.
What about the one that I was scheduling the time? Sunday, and I ended up doing recurring events for Tuesday.
Recurring events? I kept getting this recurring alert.
It was from that second gongo with the Tuesday. Let me just own it. Honestly, I will do better. I'll do better. I promise.
So edition, I look forward to us doing the second edition. It's going to be bumper.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So everybody. Yes, let me see if I can do a screen grab of us signing. Everybody smile. Smile.
I hate to smile.
Turn off this. Gone off. Oh, I couldn't screen grab.
Okay, sorry. Let's do it again. Smile.
Smile.
This is how we know that we're not models. Models do not smile with all their.
I know. Well, let's show us.
Show us now.
Show you, okay. These laugh lines, the evidence of too much laugh.
You see, we're waiting for to show us the way.
For you now.
So you like this.
I don't know. Like this.
I've already done it. What are you waiting for? This is
right,
the smile.
Have a good week, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Wow. Thank you so much for watching our very first episode. I hope you like it. I hope you do. And we'll do more recordings and we'll share on all the platforms. Thank you very much. Can't wait to have a community so we can chat and just hang out virtually. Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.